guys, welcome on board. It's a bit noisy right now because you guessed it, we're back in X-Plane. A bit more advanced than the last aircraft we flew, which was obviously the Flight Factor 737. That scenery does look a bit dodgy. That's mainly because it is. Cabin manager wants to speak to me, but I don't care. I've got the settings turned down a very, very long way to get some decent FPS going on, because this is a very FPS savvy jet. But the interior looks good and the flight dynamics are good, which is the main thing. So today we're doing a spot of base training at Vancouver, which is YVR for those of you who speak ICAO, sorry, IATA, and then it is also CYVR for those of you who speak ICAO, as I mentioned earlier. So today it's going to be more for me to get a feel for the jet. I take it up, fly circuit, land, do 3 more, and then we can have a chat about how we feel about the jet and how Christmas has been for you guys. Let's do a quick flight control check. Just left, right. Happy days. We've got some droop down there. I think that's because of the flaps. Okay, let's go. Oh, bridge released. Toggle lock set. Oh, voice. Hello. Hello. Yeah, my voice is a bit knackered today, guys. Sorry. It's alcohol consumption over the Christmas period. We'll rotate about 130. Oh, just 130. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Whoa, so I'm rolling already. Fairly sensitive aircraft for a roll this thing. Now that's 600 feet, so I'm going to engage autopilot and just engage heading. And we're just going to fly the level off to 2000. What's the aircraft like to accelerate to 250 knots? That sounds good. Lever. Now the way I've found to find the correct climb details, it's not particularly well marked here, but I've managed at that, is to keep an eye on here, and the second it goes from MCT to climb, stop moving it, and then you're fine. Okay, so there's 2,000 feet, speed set, and we'll just turn to the north by 90 degrees, hey, because we're from Canada, and you know, we speak like this, because we're in YVR today, flying the A350 by Flight Factor, a very, very nice aircraft by anyone's standards. And I'm starting to turn into Barack Obama for some reason today. But hey, who cares? And oh, auto throttles should be on. Just recycle it. There we go. Speed set. Okay. So, that looks gorgeous. We're not going to do much sightseeing today, but I can tell you that's the main kind of port is that way. So then you turn preset views. No, I'm not moving my eye point anymore. Then I have to. So we'll turn another 90 degrees, keep us quite a tight downwind today. Just because I'm going to fly visual from when we're beaming the numbers. About there. So the fields are just over here. This is the airport's on kind of an island in the middle of the Fraser River. So the Fraser, no, the Fraser is further up. But the main port for Vancouver is over behind the window there. In North Van and those kinds of places. Down here, this is actually nature reserve. Down there, White Rock.
2,000.
That's
2,000.
Yeah, undulating terrain going on right there. That's North Van. Apparently, people who live here get bears coming down the mountain and coming into their back gardens and kind of scratching up the windows. Yeah, that's kind of a bit scary, but who knows? Could be you one day. Oh my lord, I'm going to stop doing accents now because it's too late for accents. Too late tonight for that. So we'll shoot for a VREF of about 120. I'm putting speed off already to 200 as fast as we need to be going. 200. There we go, just idle. Flap 1. There we go. We can start pumping a little bit of flap out. That'll slow us down a bit quicker too.
2,000.
Shut up!
2,000.
Both of you, shut up. I can turn the GPS radar to call lights off, but I kind of like them because it's going to help me when we come to shoot our DH point. And I've forgotten how to put the DH into this, of course. I've remembered. It's all good, boys. It's all good. Berth, activate approach phase, confirm approach phase. QNH, 10 interest. Decision height is going to be 200 feet. And visual approach speed is 140 knots today, because we're quite heavy. Well, comparatively. I normally land about what I was, well, when I came into Newcastle from Prague, because that was the training flight I did before this. I flew in at about 125, I think. Autopilot. Okay, I'm just going to gently take it over now. Flight director's off, everything's off. We're now fully manual. I'm going to go 160. Next one for flap. Gear. 140. I need to calibrate my controls. 140. Check. Oh, crap. There we go. Climb, 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 climb. And then just keep hitting it. I'm actually flying totally visually right now. And you can see, right? You can see as the numbers. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait till it goes MCT and then pull back the slightest amount, and there we go. A bit more than the slightest amount is probably what you're going to have to do. Then flaps. That's landing flaps set. The aircraft's now fully configured for landing. And we haven't descended in the slightest. That's... I'm not sure if that's good piloting or bad piloting, but landing on left hand here, which that's on runway 26 left. Up there, some pretty gorgeous scenery. We might take another flight up there sometime with an FSX or P3D or whatever it is I'm using at the time. Whichever one hasn't annoyed me, has annoyed me the least. It's kind of the running joke now. Anyway. How did Santa treat you all? Because this is my first kind of whoa video I've filmed since Christmas, so I now know what Santa got me, and I'm not too bad actually in terms of what he got me. I'm just going to quickly turn the. Shut your trap!
Captain, I have nothing to say, sir.
That's brilliant. So shut your trap and stop binging me. I'll just do the turn. That might mean he shuts up now.
1,000.
I had like a 2-hour flight with him constantly bing bonging. And for some reason the pappies haven't loaded in this thing, so there we go, pappies are there. We're below path, so we'll just fly level for a bit. We can stick flight path vector on, which is a legitimate way to help yourself. Because everyone finds it easier to fly. Well, most people find it easier to fly using the flight path vector in terms of working out why the nose is flying. Because if you flew into infinity, it would go down that way, So same with the hood, but that's obviously not working at this stage. That's why I like flying with hoods when I'm flying my jets, because it makes it just 10 times easier. Not realistic sometimes, but it's easier. Okay, we'll descend a bit rapidly then. Shut up.
Captain, do you really want the passengers to plunk out their eyes? Please turn on the cabin lighting.
This is what he's like. I wish he wasn't quite so robotic in his speech. That's kind of the one thing I don't like. This runway looks quite small, but actually I've landed in a 747 on the other end of this runway. Ooh, twitchy.
Minimum 200.
Continue approach. A little bit steep trying to get down there, but that's fine. I'm more or less looking at the runway now, not the pappies.
90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10,
Let's go, Toga.
Don't think.
Ooh, nose wheel. And start rotate. I had to do a go around at Heathrow on my second flight in this aircraft. Gear up. Nose down. I feel like I'm flying the A350 display at Farnborough. Hard left. This is going to be just a visual low-level circuit where I'll use auto throttle to my fullest of advantages. 160. Check. Auto throttle check set. There we go. I honestly feel that felt a lot like the A350 display at you know, at the air shows on the air show circuit. I'll leave it at that. I've actually stood in this area here, and this is it's a seaplane runway, and it looks so awesome watching a seaplane land. It literally came straight past me, and I was like, "Dad," I was like, "What? We're about to get landed on." Like, yeah. Oh, lol. I'm gonna say sometimes I wish I was back here. I know the visuals are shitty, pardon my French, but who cares? I don't. I'm not looking outside for most of the flight. I'm on a pretty short, close downwind, tight downwind here though. This would be tight even if I was in the Cessna.
500.
Gear, too low, gear, too
Up
low,
a bit.
gear, too low, gear, too low, gear, too low, gear, too low.
We'll do one more touch and go after this, which will be an engine out. Well, we'll do one. This will be a touch and go. This will be the final touch and go of today's trip. And after that, we'll go to doing an engine out during the go around, I think. Which I'll actually very quickly configure that right now. And it's aircraft. Shush. There we go. Aircraft. So what we'll do is we can always equipment landing gear. Nah. Actually, control. There we go. That's configured. I let myself get a bit on the low side. I'm actually just going to put flap 2 out, which will increase the lift significantly here. Okay, we've rolled past downwind. I'm going to fly around like here. Let's go. Now, I'm going to be doing a more in-depth video series with the A350 as I learn it further on. I've only really done one long-haul flight video, well, one proper flight video with it, and that wasn't really a proper one. I want to operate the aircraft on a short-haul trip, like something like London to Paris, and maybe even just make it one supremely long video. Flap 4 set, 140. Check, we're going to be high, we can get down.
1,000.
Steep approach.
Think rate, think rate, think rate, think rate.
Again, flying the aircraft at the limit does actually help you to learn what it can do and what it can't do. And if we fly it around by the book, you
500.
really go.
400.
And if you fly it around at the limit like I am here, it makes it a lot more interesting to fly.
100. Minimum 100.
This time I'm not actually going to retard the thrust levers, and I'm just going to do the stand 'em up.
90, 80,
Think
60,
rate, think rate, think
20,
rate.
retard, 10, retard,
Okay, there, go around. Okay, both engines are operative. We've got an engine fire light number 2. Engine number 2 off. We're about to lose it anyway. Discharge 1. Agent 1 discharge. There we go. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Silverbird, Silver 1-1, engine failure number 2 due to bird strike. Stand by. Okay, that makes things interesting. Alright, first thing. Shut up! Dude, shut up. Oh my god, that makes us a lot more controllable putting flap 3 out. Okay, so the gear's still down. We'll leave that down because we're going to be pretty high workload during this manoeuvre. As you can see, number 2 engine's just stationary now. And we're just bringing it around on the number 1. Now I'm going to land runway 26 right up from this visual approach. Reason being, 26 left, we went through it and we got hit by a lot of birds. Most likely the birds that went through our engine are still lying on the runway, either dead or dying. And we've also most likely hit quite a few of those birds. So actually what we can do is just check this menu. Yeah, it doesn't do no normals, this one does it? No. Yeah, it doesn't. What I'll do is I'll just hit autopilot on, and that'll hold. Go around. No, heading. Heading. No, heading. Please, heading. Thank you, heading. Now I'll just pull us back to climb. Let's see if we can use that to kind of establish a given speed. Okay, leave max continuous. We can do that. MCT. Auto throttle disconnect. Autopilot off. For some reason the aircraft's obsessed with pulling us around onto what it thinks is the runway heading, which isn't the runway heading. But that has given us a significantly longer distance between us and the aerodrome. But we are flying over residential areas, which we would try to avoid in such a situation, because potentially if the engine hasn't stopped yet, it's spewing lots of pieces of metal out the back. Shit. Power. Power. There's no other way to get out of this than power. And I've got 4 forward stick dialed in as well. That's something you may not have noticed. Just by the way the aircraft's handling right now. Okay, so it's, as I say, we've Mayday. They know we're coming back with an engine fire. Crash crews will be lining up over there, waiting for our arrival. Brace. Cabin crew prepare for emergency landing. Cabin crew prepare for emergency landing. Okay, we've put the wing lights on. That'll just illuminate the wings if the passengers get out onto the wings. Now we'll go landing flap. Flight director off, it's useless. DH is still 200. Actually, we'll land on that cross runway. So the crash crews have just now running like mad to get repositioned to the cross runway. I'm not sure what the cross runway is numbered as. All I simply know is we're diving down with an engine out, which is going to be unpleasant for everybody, but who cares? I don't. Alright, auto brakes, we can now set those to high. We didn't get a chance to do that earlier. Master caution we can cancel. Everything else.
Sir, it is customary to turn on the no smoking sign.
Just to make him happy. Brace. Right, cabin crew are now preparing the cabin for an emergency landing. We've got spoilers on, we've got auto brakes set. We can't really do anything more. Flaps really just kicked in, but flaps are just started coming back out now because we're slowing off, which is good. So we're just going to keep it low and fast. We've got powers fully idle, nothing more we can do there. We will not use reverse, because if we use reverse, it's potentially going to pull us off the runway, and the runway's long enough for us not to need to use it. We are, however, going to aim for a prompt touchdown. Whoa! Now, the wind's blowing as a headwind, so we're just going to keep the aircraft on the left-hand side of the runway. And we'll just turn ourselves to the right, because obviously we had the engine fire. The engine fire has extinguished. Doesn't mean the fire's extinguished. So very quickly, just going to yomp the aircraft around. Okay, guys. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in. We've stopped rather rapidly. You can see we lost the number 2 there. And here come the crash crews. So guys, that was base training in the A350. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.